CTE and concussions have long plagued the NFL. Well, a new study, the largest and most comprehensive on CTE so far, is showing the best predictor of future brain disease. The study, published in the scientific journal Nature Communications, found a football player's chances of developing CTE are connected to the number of hits to the head, but also the cumulative impact of all of those hits. I want to bring in Dr. Daneshvar now. He's the assistant professor at Harvard Medical School, also a part of this team behind this study. Doctor, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Natasha.
So the study looks at 34 studies. It goes back 20 years, and you looked at 631 brains of former players donated, which I think is poignant in and of itself. But help break down the major findings for us.
Yeah, so we've known for almost 100 years, since 1928, that getting hit in the head repetitively can lead to problems later in life. We used to call it dementia pugilistica, or being punch drunk. Now we call it CTE. But what we didn't know is, what are the characteristics of those hits to the head that cause CTE? And so we used to think that it was concussions. There's more evidence these days indicating that it wasn't probably concussions, but this study really conclusively demonstrates that concussions don't cause CTE. It's the total force to the head that athletes get, regardless of whether they get concussions, that develop CTE.
That's interesting. So does this mean that even smaller hits, sub-concussion level hits, matter and can sum and eventually contribute to CTE?
That's exactly right. That it's the hits that occur below the threshold of concussions, but also the hits that occur above the threshold of concussion. So what I mean by that is that for the average football player in high school, for every concussion they get, based on helmet sensor data, they get 341 hits to the head that don't cause concussions, but are stronger than their concussive impacts. So it's the forces that are below the concussion and the forces that are above the concussion. Those are the ones that end up adding together that increase your risk of CTE.
And we were just looking at that graphic together. Are some positions more at risk than others?
Yeah, so what we found is that some positions end up getting more total force to the head. But when we look at just positions, so athletes based on the highest position they played at the most advanced level they played, there wasn't a relationship between positions played and CTE. And the reason for that kind of makes sense when you think about it. Like, so for example, I played 2 years of football as a guard and in middle school, and 2 years of football as a linebacker in high school. So what position was I, right? There's no, most athletes don't play in one position their entire career. So it's the total exposure they get over their total career that matters.
And I know you said that on average, quarterbacks have the lowest amount of hits per season, the lowest G-force, and then defensive and offensive line players experience the most total G-force impact each season. Do you think that this will change how some coaches at the youth level set up games to play, eliminating full contact practices, for example?
Yeah, I think that the evidence for the best way to play the game right now honestly comes from the pros. Professional athletes, they aren't hitting in every single practice. And we know based on helmet sensor data that over 2/3 of head impacts occur in practice. So if we were to cut out half of those practice head impacts, we would decrease CTE risk over 4 years by about 40%.
Yeah. What does the NFL need to do? What do they need to change based on this study?
The problem actually with, and one of the reasons why we've unfortunately found CTE in so many professional athletes, including NFL players, is that the head impacts that they've incurred throughout their entire lives, leading up to the professional exposure. So we're talking about youth exposure, high school exposure, college exposure. All of these NFL players, they've played for so long that they have a huge cumulative G-force as a result.
I see. Very last question, and we're out of time. I know you mentioned that you have football in your past. Knowing what you know now, would you let your child play football?
Yeah, so my son at this point, I don't think he should be playing football really until the age of high school. That's the point where their brains are more fully developed. And the majority, over 60% of football players are playing at the youth level and below. So there's no reason to be incurring that many G's to the head that early on.
Okay. Dr. Daneshvar, appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.